Namaste friends, Charlie here from Indiv Yoga, and today we're going to go through Bhujapidasana, or our shoulder pressing pose. If you're new to arm balances, you might want to click on the link above and check out my first video in the series on Bakasana, our crow pose, which is one of the foundational poses in arm balancing in yoga. If you've perfected crow pose, or even if you're struggling with it, then you might want to click on my second video, link above, which is on side crow. And some people find that pose easier because you're lower down to the ground. Like crow pose, Bhujapidasana that we're going to do today is also a foundational yoga pose in the arm balancing section, because we're creating this table here that we're going to be using in other arm balances. And this is the first pose that will really help you understand and feel comfortable with that. And we're going to have both legs over our table, so we've got more contact surface area and we're lower down to the ground as well. If anything in this pose, if you're going to fall backwards onto your butt or your coccyx. So you might want to have a little cushion or something behind you if you have got a bony butt or coccyx. So what's more important in this pose really is, as always, fear. People have a fear that they're not strong enough or that they're going to fall in these poses. This pose does require a little bit of upper body strength, but give it a go, because it is much more about balancing and weight distribution. But more than that, for this arm balance is flexibility, because we need to be able to squat down. You need to be able to come into a deep squat in order to really achieve this pose. So we're going to go through two stages. We're going to make it a little bit easier for the first time, and then I'm going to show you the full expression of the pose. So we're going to start with the feet at hips width, squatting down, and we're going to feed our arms, our hands, to the outside of each foot. And here you're going to notice that you're creating that table where the thigh and the arm are going to come into contact, and you're all the way up by the shoulder. So we're going to take them out, and then we're going to lower our buttocks so that our thighs are really resting on these 90-degree arms or tables. Then we're going to start walking our feet towards one another. And here you can try just lifting one leg or lifting the other. And then we're going to bring them forwards, cross them, lower the buttocks, and lift them off the floor. So you're creating that table with your arms, and your thighs are resting on them. If you tip forwards, you're going to have your feet to support you, and if you tip back, then you can have a cushion to land on. So let's try that one more time from the side. Squatting down, feeding the hands to the outside of the feet. You can begin walking the feet in a bit and lowering the buttocks as much as you can. Then lifting the feet off the mat. We're going to interlace them and drop the buttocks. Lifting the feet. Just playing a little bit here with the weight distribution, if you like, tipping the head forwards and back. Lovely. And then releasing. Okay. For the fuller expression of the pose, we're going to squat down, but we're going to take the hands behind the feet. So we're just landing the feet on top of the hands. And this is going to create a shorter stance between the hands and less of a table. Here you're going to squat down, interlace the feet, and come into your pose. Let's do that from the front. Squatting down, taking the hands just behind the feet, so there's less of a table, they're a bit straighter, dropping the buttocks, lifting. And perhaps you lean forwards and you just raise one, you just raise the other. As you lower the buttocks down, the legs are going to raise. So it's a bit of a sort of rocking distribution of weight balance. And then gently releasing forwards, unwrapping the arms so they stay nice and safe, and then coming back to the mat. Remember, as always, don't overdo it when you're doing some arm balancing practice. Your wrist can get really sore. You might not feel it straight away, but you'll feel it the following day. As always, if that's the case, run the wrists under very cold water or wrap them in some ice. I hope you enjoyed that. Next will be RCYT in the next video in the arm balancing series. If you like this video, please click on the like button, write me a little comment to tell me how you're getting along with these arm balances, subscribe to my channel, and please follow me on Indiv Yoga, Facebook and Instagram. I hope you enjoyed. Namaste.